Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be only uploading one video, but I'm going to cover a lot within it. So first and foremost, I do want to address what is happening within the market. We are seeing Bitcoin breach our levels that we have been watching for very closely. We are seeing dominance on Bitcoin rise just a little bit. It is sitting at about 41.75. We did see it break down a little bit below 40% today, and of course Ethereum breaching almost $4,500 here. It's still outperforming Bitcoin. Dominance is at around half of what Bitcoin is. That is very good to see, especially for a lot of our altcoins. And of course, you do see a lot of alts kind of turning green right now on the 24-hour. And of course, a few altcoins are up significantly. You know, we're talking about 10+%. Of course, Zcash is the one that really stands out to me because a lot of these, OG laggard assets are starting to make their moves as well. So this is very bullish. We are also seeing, a lot of movement throughout the entire market within the NFT scene, DeFi, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm very excited for what is about to happen because, of course, in terms of Bitcoin's movement, we have to watch Bitcoin closely to see alt season really kind of spark and really kind of spread throughout this entire market. But with that being said, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and turning notifications on. Also, for anybody who is here, who is new or not new, definitely consider leaving a like on this video as it does help the channel grow. Also, today is pretty much the second to last day for the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack that is on sale for 20% off currently. It is essentially $20 off. This sale ends Friday or tomorrow. I will be having a Black Weekend sale where essentially it is 50% off, so definitely keep a close eye out on that. But with that being said, let's talk about Bitcoin. So I told you guys that we really wanted to breach above 58.5K. It's almost about like 58.3K roughly. But this is pretty much that nice little support resistance zone that we really kind of wanted to flip going all the way back to October 27th. I think that this is very bullish because it puts us back in the demand zone. I do personally want to see us back over 60K though to really kind of verify this and validate the next major move to retest 63K, which is up here obviously. And then once we do break that, we pretty much target the all-time high that we currently have set up at around 68K plus. Well, it's essentially 69K plus exact. But with this, we are also watching a lot of altcoins because in terms of the path to alt season, we've always discussed this and I've always talked about it very closely. Of course, we do see, money flow into Bitcoin and, Bitcoin is, surging in price and we go to like new all-time highs. And then of course, we do see the money flows into Ethereum. Now, we haven't really seen too much crazy moves on Ethereum just yet. I think that Ethereum still has a little bit of, some gas in the tank to really kind of move. We could possibly test 8K plus. I know a lot of people are saying 10 to 20K. Again, I'm not saying anything is invalidated or validated. I'm just a little bit more conservative on the targets in this bull run. But of course, I'd love to be wrong, and I'm going to be watching the market very closely. But in terms of Ethereum, we haven't seen too many articles saying Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin and, it's going to flip it, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong, it is outperforming it. We do see that on the 7-day and even on the 24-hour span. Year to date, it's also obviously outperforming it due to the price difference. But in terms of the 7-day and the 24-hour, it is, outperforming it. Now, where the real money happens is phase 3, where a lot of our large cap gems start to really kind of move. That is, large cap gems like, for an example, you can consider XRP a large cap gem, considering the fact that it has, a significant amount in supply. And obviously the market cap is like 50 or 49 billion, almost 50 billion. But a lot of these altcoins will start to move extremely fast during like the last, pretty much pinnacle of the alt season. And that's when pretty much everything starts to move. That means everything nearly 10x's, of course. So, we're watching everything very closely. What we really want to see on Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance is essentially this one, which is alt season, where Bitcoin dominance is decreasing extremely fast, Bitcoin's increasing, and of course we do see the alts kind of going crazy, which I think that we are pretty much ranging to that very, very close now because we have been seeing dominance kind of dropping and dropping and dropping while the price of Bitcoin has been going up and up and up. Now, what I want to see dominance at is around like 35%, because I do think that we will see the low 20 percentile ranges on Bitcoin dominance, which is the lowest that we've had seen in a very long time. Currently speaking, if we're looking at Bitcoin dominance right now, we do see us down at about 42.3% because this is real time. I know that we pretty much breached this support zone all the way down at about 41.82%, which is telling me that we could be seeing, a little bit of a major move on Bitcoin where Bitcoin's stealing the show, and that's where we will test possibly this resistance zone yet again and break it at about 42.67%. That is essentially where we will retest major resistance points up here. But what I really want to see us do is come back down to this green demand zone. This goes all the way back to like September, where a lot of alts were really making some major moves. But I do think that we will go a lot lower. Obviously right now the lowest point on the chart for Bitcoin dominance is about 35.42%. I think that we could easily go down to the lows of 20 percentile ranges, and that's where we do get very, very bullish. Now, obviously we have been seeing a lot of updates throughout the market as well, and I do want to give you guys those updates. So first off, we talked about the Citi and Ripple stuff yesterday, but we do see here, be careful with this. More Citi/Ripple associations. This July Citi paper, the Regulated Internet of Value, envisions a constellation of interoperable regulated liability networks. XRP Ledger fans will read this and get excited. And of course, they are talking about central banks. They're talking about a USD network, commercial bank, stablecoin issuer, e-money issuer, and of course, they're talking about Japan, Euro, GBP as well. This is pretty much telling us that, in the future, we are going to be seeing these major, networks that are all going to be interoperable together, which is essentially what we've been always talking about with DLT technologies. And of course, we do see here that the author of this article is Tony McLaughlin, Emerging Payments and Business Development, Treasury and Trade Solutions. You might remember his fireside chat with Marcus Treacher in 2018 at Citi's symposium. And of course, this is pretty much going further down, the rabbit hole and pretty much looking at things within the article yesterday from Ripple themselves. And when we're talking about Citi, we're talking about all these banks. At some point in time, we know that pretty much nearly all of the top 100 banks will be working with Ripple. Already, right now, there's pretty much 38 plus confirmed, with my personal opinion being, 50 plus top 100 banks are already working with Ripple. Now we also see a Ripple partner Neum, QBC, will tap into Neum Global advanced payout capability to provide real-time cost-effective or cost-efficient and transparent cross-border payment solutions from Japan with 30 countries to over 200 companies. This is huge, and I've always discussed that, although it is a partner of Ripple and it's not a named 100% association that Ripple will essentially be, utilized in these situations, it is still good for the Ripple ecosystem because it allows their partnerships to grow and grow and grow, and this provides a domino effect. I've seen a lot of people ask me, are they using XRP because it's not mentioned in XRP at all? No. Listen, when there's points in time where they're not using, XRP, but they are using a RippleNet project or Ripple themselves, that is a domino effect. At some point in time, once a CBDC is involved, they will be utilizing XRP. They already have that partnership established. So any sort of thing like this is very bullish. Now, we also see a lot of things happening with Hbar. A lot of people are very upset about Hbar. They're holding Hbar and they're not making gains like other altcoins. And I just want to say this is going to change very, very soon. Like I said, back to this. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see here. That will pretty much allow Hbar to skyrocket. And also, if you know what you hold, you will not be concerned at all. I said Hbar to the top 10 is inevitable. I'm so bullish on Hedera in the short and even long term. I believe this is the next generation of crypto, and we should all treat it as so. Hashgraph technology will flow into nearly every industry around the world. Hbar is a blue chip stock, baby. And that is 100% the truth. I completely, stand behind my statement on that, because when we're looking at Hbar and we're looking at what they are doing and building, it is inevitable that they will be disrupting pretty much nearly every industry and every market around the world. They are already building that with ServiceNow. They have tons of partnerships with many, top tier already, companies. So I don't see Hbar slowing down at all. I think that the innovation, the updates, the ecosystem of growth is going to be absolutely massive. Now, I do also want to talk to you guys about Q&T, because obviously I know that a lot of people are probably concerned, but a lot of these altcoins that we're talking about look bottomed out on their massive, pretty much demand zones. And I'm talking about the demand zones on the weekly as well. This is pretty much where we bottomed out on, which is essentially the pretty much weekly resistance going back to August 23rd. This is very bullish because we are coming down, getting that major demand zone, which I think that a lot of these altcoins that have hit their demand zones and have been in this massive accumulation point will have some of the most upward pressure. A lot of that is happening right now with a few altcoins. Cspr is one of them. Cspr is very bullish. I've talked to you guys about Cspr a lot on a daily basis because Cspr is one of these altcoins that I personally believe could 100x from our entry points, which would essentially be $10. I know running from 17.5 cents to $10 might be crazy, but that's why I have my conservative ranges at around like $1 to $2 being the main focus point here. But of course, I think that Casper's overall momentum is going to be very, very massive once we do start to really get a breakout point, and I think that the FOMO is going to be extremely high because not a lot of people know about Casper. So I think that Cspr, for what it is, it's Ethereum 3.0 essentially. I think that it has a very bright future. And Hbar also coming down and retesting the weekly lows. If we're looking at this on a weekly chart, check this out. It looks very bullish. It looks like it has bottomed out officially. On the weekly, here's that major demand zone at about 33 cents. I don't think that we come down and retest that too much, but if we do, if Bitcoin's going to go up while Bitcoin, dominance goes up with it, we could see a lot of altcoins kind of bleed a little bit more to touch these major demand zones at about like 33.5 cents, if you will. So I'm watching the market very closely though, because I think that we are very close to this massive alt season, pretty much yet again, because I think in terms of the 4-year cycle pattern, even on XRP, just to give you guys a viewpoint, because XRP is one of the main ones that I could really kind of show you off the top of my head. When we're looking back on 2017, the major moves for a lot of these altcoins did not start until December. So I am watching next month very closely. We're coming down the wire. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.